Hi, I'm Joanna,
Hi, I'm Brenda.
and we're Gingers for Justice.
Hello.
So this week we're going to be talking about a well-known actor that passed away, and that's Matthew Perry. Most of you probably know that. He was
Chandler
a big
Bing.
yeah, from Friends, and it's an ongoing thing right now, kind of a hot topic. But there were 5 people that were prosecuted in his case, and one of the people is taking a plea deal, and that's the one that we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about his manager for about the last 25 years or so, and a live-in a couple of months before he died, and that's Kenneth Iwamasa.
Yeah, and he was actually administrating ketamine.
Ketamine.
She knows a little bit more about this than I do, but
Well, ketamine is used for process during anesthesia. It's a street drug as well. Special K, Kit Kat, just K. It has several names. And it is an hallucinogen, basically, when it's misused. It takes your mind away from the troubles, more not like a pain medicine. It doesn't disturb your breathing as much and your respiratory as much as it messes with your mind.
yeah, and I guess Perry has been going through a lot of troubles with alcohol and drugs, and this is just one thing added on it. But the fact is that he was being administered this drug by someone that's not a medical doctor.
Right. Initially, there is a ketamine therapy. He was supposed to be getting very low doses. It helps with panic attacks, PTSD. There can be such a thing as a ketamine therapy when done legally, but it was not enough for him, and he was asking for more and more and more. And Iwamasa was contacting other people and getting him more and more and more.
And as well as making actually money off of it. He was charging a lot of money for it, and for the lesser of it, it was sad. It's a sad thing to be a manager that long of a time and just not helping the person that you need to help, and going down this road that he actually ended up having a lot of doses that day that he died, and he was in a hot tub, and just obviously he drowned is the ultimate reason that he passed away.
He had ketamine, acute ketamine poisoning, but basically what he did was he, kind of fell asleep or was out of it, and it can somewhat make it hard for you to move and to react normally. Like if you're super high on a hallucinogen, most of the things that are going to happen to you are accidents because you're not there. Whereas, pain pills and cocaine have other system things that they do. But basically, he just fell asleep and went into the hot tub and drowned.
Yeah, you just don't have the reaction time.
Yeah, so Kenneth Iwamasa, as part of a plea deal, said of all the people that were involved, the doctors that were involved, the drug dealers that were involved, there were 5 people that were arrested in this. This is kind of widespread, obviously, but also the part that I think is the hardest is that he's had problems, Matthew Perry, for years and years with addictive problems, and then recovering, and then sliding back and recovering. It's been a real tough road for this man to have it end this way.
Yeah. So the plea deal, it mentions that it's going to be a 25 years, and I believe he rolled and told the whole story and who else was involved. So that was part of the deal.
Right.
I don't think it's officially been said that that's what he's going to be getting. But what was the charge?
The charge is 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine causing death. Of course, he admitted he injected him 6 to 8 times per day.
And a lot of it was like in that last month.
Yeah.
That I guess Matthew just kept wanting more and more, and they didn't say no, and they were making money off it. And there was actually texts between the doctors and the drug dealers of, I can get more money for this. It was just
How much will he pay? How much can
yeah.
it was terrible because I mean it's just
it's something that shouldn't happen.
right.
Shouldn't happen.
I mean, you think about him on Friends, and he did a lot of other shows and producing, and he had a lot of talent. Friends was from 1994 to 2004,
Yeah.
and this Kenneth Iwamasa was with him through this.
Yeah.
It's too bad that he couldn't say no.
Say
to
no,
him.
or to get him help that he really
Yeah.
needed.
Help again. I mean, I'm sure it's hard when somebody's recovering and then they go back and there's problems back and forth. But when you're the one that admits to shooting him up,
Yeah.
it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough.
So I think we'll probably end it up now because it really is not definitive what's
No,
happening,
it's
and I think
actually-
we'll do a follow up.
Right. There were 5 people arrested when the police investigated, which was in May of 24, and most of these charges all came down just in August of this year. So it's right happening now, and he still stands with his plea deal, a plea of guilty to get 15 years. So
No, I said 25 earlier, but 15.
15
so,
years,
sorry.
but it's kind of hard because we don't know exactly. I've tried to find out what we can, but I don't think the plea deal's completely accepted yet.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see, but we're interested in your thoughts of this. Are you familiar with ketamine? Are you familiar with these charges? And there's 5 people, 2 doctors,
Yeah, that we're supplying.
and they've pled guilty. It's almost like they're trying to snap it shut now before it gets out to how many people they've been supplying, because I'm sure it's not just him.
It's not. Yeah, it's not just Matthew
No.
that was getting the drugs, or this particular person benefiting, I guess,
Right.
in a financial way, anyway.
So what are your thoughts on plea agreements? What do you think is going to happen? Are you familiar with ketamine?
That'd be interesting to find out.
Wouldn't it, though?
What people know. Yeah.
Yeah, find out what you know about Special K.
Not the cereal.
No.
Have a good week.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.